Welcome to NUYU Voices Emerged podcast, an affiliate of Take the Journey Enterprises. And I am your host, Sheriene Harris. On today, we are here with Kevin Harris, profound author of the new book that's coming out called Behind the Mask. It will be set to be published on Amazon for March the 18th. So, welcome, Kevin Harris. Will you tell us a little bit more about Behind the Mask and what is hiding behind those masks?
Wow, thank you, Sheriene, for allowing me to be on your podcast. It's the very
we are glad to have you.
First of many.
Yes.
We're looking to share some things, but the book basically tells about trauma and how we can overcome trauma. We can all relate to trauma.
Yes.
Everybody has different types of trauma that some person may say is minor, but to them it's major. And throughout the book, we're going to talk about what I wrote about is trauma for men and women, and the problem and how to overcome it. Now, let me say this as a disclaimer: this is not a solve all to everything. First of all, those of you going through trauma, we ask that you get the proper help and call those various hotlines, because again, we're just sharing how people overcame trauma. But if you need to talk to someone, there are various hotlines available to help us out. And I said us because I suffered some type of trauma and I got help.
Yes.
So I think it's very important that we talk to someone that's qualified and educated to get that trauma solved.
And the book not just deals with women. We have stories there about men. You have even, from my understanding, have put your own story into the book.
Yes, exactly. So it's about, again, it has a couple of parts that we're dealing with men, one of which is myself, that deals with some personal trauma that I shared, that I felt that was needed to share to overcome, that may be common. Unfortunately, trauma, again, we talk about trauma is common in society today. So I went through some things in my childhood that I felt that would help somebody else overcome that trauma. It took me quite some time to overcome it, and through prayer and counseling, it helped me out a lot, because again, I want to make sure that the person that put their hand on this book can either help somebody that's going through it or prevent somebody from going through the trauma that I went through.
Absolutely. Now listen, this book is awesome, and we're going to be talking about this. NUYU Voices Emerge is a new podcast that's just come out. And again, as I mentioned, it is a part of Take the Journey Enterprises. So you're going to be hearing this across the social media and other places, more YouTube channel. So I ask that you stay tuned. We're going to be talking about some really, really intricate topics, some things that will definitely hit home and hope to be a blessing to you, to encourage and empower and inspire you. And we're going to be talking more about this book. So I ask that you stay tuned. All right. You take care out there.